Hello, in this presentation, I'll be talking about an artifact that I chose, and the artifact that I decided to talk about in this video is the Bible. And we should start. So, first off, let me start talking about couple key points of the Bible, some history of it. So, the Bible itself was referred to as a holy scripture, which is mainly used by the Christianity religion, and it mainly consists of an Old Testament and a New Testament. Basically, to put in simple terms, it talks about the beginning of the world and its future predictions, basically. And one little small fact about the Bible is that the first five, I believe, yeah, the first five books of the Bible were created by Moses, which was a big prophet of Jesus at the time. And the Bible itself has been rewarded by 35 men, like in like I believe it's like in the mid 1900s. And on this slide, I'll be talking about the Bible and its values. One thing that caught my attention is that the Bible itself contains a lot of inspiring verses. So, for example, in Philippians 4:13, it states how I can do anything through Christ who strengthens me. And to put it in simple terms, I use this verse daily in my life because it inspires me to keep on moving despite hard circumstances that life gives me. And it also contains statements such as whenever we need God. It also talks about how we need God in our everyday life. So, for example, in John 15:5, it states how basically apart from me, you can't do nothing, which is basically saying that you need me in your everyday life. And finally, it also talks about when we're feeling down, whenever we have no hope, or whenever we think that no one's there with us. So in Isaiah 41:10, it says, "For I am God, and I will strengthen you, and I will help you." So the overall idea of this slide, for me, I took it personally because I use the Bible's verses in my everyday life, and it's something that sorry, and it's something that it should be used by others. And in this slide, I'll be talking about the purpose of the Bible. The purpose of the Bible is that it contains stories and how these stories relate with God and how we should acknowledge God in our everyday life. It also talks about how we as Christians should live our life, how to respect God's will. And it basically educates us that being different is okay. In the Bible, it states multiple times that it's better to be a leader than a follower. And best of all is that the Bible itself, it tells us to keep our heads up despite the circumstances that gives us. And in this slide, I'll be talking about how others view the Bible itself. And in some cases, the Bible does lack in credibility. I can actually understand this because there's not actual facts that prove to us that these stories were written by these prophets. So, for example, one of them is that people don't even know if Moses, which was one of God's main prophets, actually existed. And as mentioned in the first point, in some cases, people do believe that these stories are made up in a way, but that's how other people that aren't religious view the Bible as. And finally, I'll be talking about some fun facts that I found from the Bible. One of the things is that the Bible itself contains over 790,000 words. That's incredibly insane. And it took over 1,000 years to complete the Old Testament, according to the website that I searched of. And another thing is that throughout the whole Bible, there was only 12 prophets. And one thing that pretty much amazed me is that the Bible itself is one of the most stolen books, which also explains why there's more than 1 million copies of these millions of copies printed out each year because of the same reason why, because the Bible itself is the most stolen book. And well, that's basically it. That's my presentation of the Bible. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.